Hi, I'm Amanda. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be giving a first impression review of some e.l.f. products that I just picked up from Target. If you're interested in seeing my review and my opinions, then stay tuned. So I've already prepped and primed my skin. I have slightly dry skin, so I focus on hydration, and I used a little bit of my Neutrogena sunscreen that I will be sure to name and link in the description box. So I'm sure I've said that the purpose of today's video is to try out and do a first impression of some of these e.l.f. products. A couple of these went viral and I have not tried them yet. The first of which is the e.l.f. Halo Glow. I picked this up in the color Fair Light, and I will try this on half my face. I already primed my eyes because I did not pick up an eye primer. The particular version I'm using today is Anastasia, but my favorite probably eye primer is actually from Sigma. I'll be sure and link that below in the description box as well. The next step I'm going for today is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm sure you've seen this or heard of it if you follow makeup content creators. I have the color Fair Beige, and let's see how this looks. So I'm going to take a quick break while my concealer sets, and then we will move on to foundation. So my concealer is largely set. It was not creasing terribly bad, but I used the fluffy end of an eyeshadow brush. I believe this one is a Luxie brush. I just use that to really softly diffuse under my eyes and around my nose. The concealer is not sitting terribly well over my little scar here, probably because it still actually has some texture to it. I didn't try it on this one, but this one was kind of ineffective. So instead of doing my foundation next, I'm actually going to use an eyebrow product. This is the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the color Deep Brown. I've never used this before. I usually use a brow pencil. This is the little fine eyebrow pencil from Joa that I personally like to use. But let's give this a whirl. So as you can see, my brows have some really thin patches. My goal with brows is to go for fullness. Well, it's definitely not the thickest, most solid coverage I've ever had for my brows, but for a quick brush through, I'm pretty pleased with that. And most days when I go out, I go for kind of a natural-ish, neutral look anyway, so I think I would be pretty pleased with it. The next step I'm trying is the Camo CC Cream. This is in Fair 120N. I am really spoiled with an awesome foundation that I quite like from Purito. I've never found anything that works quite as well, so we'll see how this goes. One of my favorite foundation brushes is the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I've had this for forever. In fact, I had to wash it again because I use this almost every day. So right away I can say this foundation has a pretty thick consistency. It's not budging. So that makes me a little concerned, and it might be just a smidge light. My first impression is the foundation is just a little thicker than what I typically go for. It does have good coverage. However, it seemed to lift up the concealer underneath just a little bit. I had pretty full coverage of my mustache region, and there's definitely a little shadow showing through. I could probably add a little more concealer or foundation and touch that up. I also see a little bit of darkness under my eyes again that I'm not sure the camera's picking up, but I can see it in person. And the foundation mainly covered up the glow from the liquid filter product, but I do wonder what it would look like to put a little bit of that back over top or to blend in with the foundation. In fact, if I try this again before I release the video, I will let you know how it goes mixing the Halo Glow in with the CC Cream. I'm also an absolute dope. I forgot I have some Putty Primer that I've had for months and that I use on a regular basis in these areas here, but I totally forgot to apply it. I also did not pick up a bronzing or a contour product, so I'm going to apply just a little bit of contour and I'll be right back. And I'm applying my contour with the the name is worn off. It's the little e.l.f. brush that has a spatula on the end. I think this one is the Putty Primer brush. This does a great job for contour. If I were taking photos or still shots, I probably would or could contour my double chin, but in real life, when you move your head back and forth, you can kind of see the darkness down here. I'm a little self-conscious of my double chin. I've not had one, not proportionate to my weight anyway, until about the last year or so. Since I've been on prednisone for a long time, it's really common to get a full face or a moon face, and that's definitely happening to me in this area here and in this area here, so joy. The next product I'm going to try is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This one is in color Bora, I think it says. I'm going to just warm this up a little bit with my finger and pat it in for kind of a natural look, but I'm not sure what to expect in terms of color payoff. I think that looks really cute. Okay, the next product I'm gonna try is the No Budge Shadow Stick. This is in the shade Lava Lamp. I already swatched this on my hand because I was so excited. I really love sickly green yellow colors, so this is right up my alley. I would imagine on deeper skin tones this would look really, really gorgeous. And I noticed this has a tiny little sharpener in the end if you wanted to use it, because when I swatched this, the point already started wearing down pretty quick. So let's give this a shot. Right off the bat, I can say this does not have quite the color payoff I expected, but certainly for most people this would probably be perfectly bright. So when I wear colorful eye products, I usually use something like this from Sample Beauty. So this is more like a paint and it has a little bit more color payoff. So for a shadow stick, that is certainly not bad, but I may give it a little something extra to spice it up. This palette from Michaela has a beautiful green here that I think I'll try adding on top. That's a little more what I'm talking about. But for a quick one color eyeshadow look, you can get a nice amount of payoff, a good look there. Or if you wanted to use it just as eyeliner, you could do that as well. I'm not using it today, but I also picked up one of these little dazzly eyeshadows. This is a liquid glitter eyeshadow in the color Bling Bling. These work really well, but they do dry out over time, so I will show you. Pretty. It's a nice metallic. They have another silver that has kind of a multi-color shift, but I wanted a plain silver and it's really, really nice. I have another one here in the shade Meteor. This one dried up, so I put a little bit of a re-wetting product in it. But that is the color of Meteor. Which is absolutely stunning. I did not pick up eyeliner or mascara from e.l.f. I use the Essence Lash Princess that is so inexpensive. I think even on Amazon these are only $4.99 and they're about that price from Ulta. I don't think you can beat it, so I'm gonna throw on a little mascara. I also did not pick up a setting spray. My very favorite one is Catrice Prime and Fine. These are getting hard to find, so I pick them up on Amazon sometimes when I see them, but I don't think I need a setting spray just yet. I may use one in a little bit if it starts looking a little cakey. I do have a lip product. It's a Hydrating Core Lip Shine. This is in the color Joyful. So this is the kind of product that is. It's pretty sheer looking. Definitely hydrating. That's the end of today's first impressions. Thank you for hanging out with me. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with e.l.f. products, just in general, especially for the price point. You can sure get a good quality product at the drugstore. The product that I am most interested to revisit is the Halo Glow. When I applied this just to my bare skin, I was really impressed with the sheen that it gave. It wasn't quite as bronzy yellow toned as it looks in the bottle, so I am very interested to try that again on its own as well as mixed in with some foundations and see how it lasts throughout the day. My other standout is probably the Putty Blush. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but I really like the natural finish and the natural flush that this gives. So my last standout is the brow product. It was really fast to whip through my brows and fill in my bald spots. So overall, I'm pretty impressed. I like the color of the shadow stick, but it had to be amped up a little bit. And the jury's out on the foundation. It's a little thick for my taste, but if you want full coverage, I only had to use one pump and got a pretty good finish. I would like to try it again without any concealer underneath and see what the true finish is like. So if I have any other final thoughts, I will leave those in a pinned comment down below. All of the items will be linked in the description box, along with any colors and current pricing if you are curious to pick those up. I did get all of mine at Target, and that is all I had to share with you today. Please stay tuned for more videos. If you liked this content, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate the support. Leave any comments or questions down below, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to be notified when I post my next video. Bye y'all.